Good evening. Good evening. My name is Rodney Glove. I'm the candidate for governor of Florida. I want to take you through a thought process, kind of help you understand where we need to be, what we're doing. So we're going to hit the who, what, when, where, why, and how. So the first who is citizens and elected officials. Citizens and elected officials. Those are two separate groups. Citizens bring up issues. Elected officials have the power to move on those issues. So when you bring an issue up, you have to go through an elected official to move that. When when do you want that done? Citizens are going to tell you, if we bring up an issue, we want that issue handled right now. The elected official isn't going to handle that issue from what we see until they what? Until they get paid. Where is this happening at? It's happening at the local, this is your state, the state of Florida, and the federal level. Citizens saying they got issues, elected officials are not moving on those issues. Although there is so much information being put out right now, you're like, well, who's doing something with it? So the question is, why? Citizens are saying, I have this issue that's affecting my life. That's why I'm asking you to move on it. I feel a certain type of way about not wanting genocide to happen, not wanting the Epstein files to be forgotten about. I want to see people brought to justice. I do not want to see data centers made where it is harming water and harming us, right? So we're going through these things. So we're at the why. But why are the elected officials not moving on those issues? It's because they're not affected yet. They're not affected while they hold those elected official positions. Why are they not affected? In the state of Florida, I told you they're not affected because we don't have a recall that can touch every elected official in the state of Florida. This, and then we get to the how. How do we solve this problem? We get control over everything. Roll that all the way back now to why I'm campaigning to make citizens the ultimate control. It's bipartisan. It means no matter what party you are in, as a citizen, you should have the utmost say so. Your vote should go into everything. It should be weighed heavily. And if it is not, which we know it's not, we have seen citizens go to many councils, many of them. And what happens? They get in there, they say, we don't want data centers, we don't want pollution, we don't want overpopulation, we don't want overdevelopment. And what happens? It always gets voted against by a a lesser minority every single time. I don't care if you have 100 people, 200 people, 7 people, 8 people say yes, all those other individuals are out the door. It's because you do not have authority over them and you do not have a way to vote on the things that what affect you. Back to the why. The why you have the issue is because it affects you. They're not affected because they are in a position and they probably don't live where they are, where the affected area is. This is why we have to get control of them. This is why I'm running for governor for Florida. I'm running for governor for Florida because the structure, the thing that the governor needs to do is make sure that the structure, never forget that it works for the people. For years, every state has forgotten that it works for the people. Even though people thought that it did, I told you there is nothing in the US Constitution that is not ambiguous. This means can be seen more than one way to say that that US Constitution is for citizens. I can guarantee you that even though Article 1, Section 1 of Florida Constitution says all political power is inherent to the citizens, it does not tell you how to use it. Even though 58 years ago, they paved the way for us in Article 11 to make sure that we could change the Constitution if we wanted to make it work for the people. That's why I showed up. I read it, I understand it, and I want to make it work for the people. That's why I added, that's why I want to add Section 1 in Article 1, I want to add Section 27, which is going to give you those four powers of initiative, referendum, the ability to task, and recall in the Constitution so that you can answer, so that you can get answers to these. But overall, so the how works. How do we address our issues? Because we control our issues. If you have these issues in your county, in your municipality, in your state, You will get to vote on that with the rest of the people who also have those issues. If you keep giving up this power, though, then you have to accept what you're getting. So if you're going to stay on that, I cannot afford to vote outside of my party lines, no matter who it is. If you're going to stay with that ridiculous lesser evil thing, ladies and gentlemen, to choose the lesser evil is to still choose evil. If you don't believe that you're evil, then why are you not allowed or allowing yourselves to put yourselves in a position to weigh in on the things that are affecting you? I've taken you through a full thought process to get to the how so that we can solve this issue. And we started with citizens and elected officials because this is a representative democracy. I'm pushing for a more pure democracy. I will not act like I'm not. Citizens need to be able to weigh in. At minimum, we need to be able to control the individuals who make the decisions. If you cannot control the people who make the decisions, and again, I would ask any citizen if you can show me in Florida statute or Florida Constitution where you control those individuals who make those decisions, I'm here and I'll drop my campaign. But I guarantee you that I did the work and I know that it's not there. So we need to get control, and I've explained it to you. You just have to tell me what is the problem with giving me your support. You guys have a great evening.